This video is about the clear competitive pathway for British tennis players that leads from the youngest competitors all the way through, eventually, the highest levels of the sport. It's called the competition framework. It is important for young players, but crucial for parents and especially coaches to understand this competitive framework. Prioritizing time-sensitive and age-appropriate competitions is essential for each step in this process. It helps to ensure that players are developing their technical skills and tactical awareness. Most of all, it's fun. Ideally, parents will bring their children to a club or facility to try tennis for the first time, and then they will be advised of an appropriate local competition that very weekend. Competitions at this level might be team-based, but they could also be individual-based as well. Scoring formats would be round-robin match play, and matches would be short, consisting of 10-point match tiebreaks. A leading benefit is the time-sensitive nature of the competitions. A host of these short matches can occur in a limited time frame, which makes it more convenient for parents. If an 8 and under player is able to compete at least 20 weekends per year, that might translate to 120 short matches. This gives the young players ample opportunities to problem solve, to learn to love the process, and to develop competitive instincts at a young age. Playing on the smaller court allows even these 8 and unders to play tennis that looks just like the tennis that they hope to play when they're fully grown. As players get a little older, some would be 8 but most would be age 9, the court that they compete on gets slightly longer and wider, the rackets get bigger and heavier, and the low compression orange ball travels marginally faster. The competitive formats are similar to red, but last a little longer at this level, as abilities and attention spans increase. Again, if young players get the chance to compete at least 20 weekends per year, it gives them a wealth of competitive opportunities at this formative age. It certainly looks like real tennis. Take a look at the technique on this forehand during an age-appropriate match. Not bad. For the 10-year-olds, they begin to play on a full regulation-sized court but still use a lower compression green-colored ball. The rackets that players use are typically longer and heavier still. This is essential. The ball used for this level of competition makes the transition to a full court less difficult. The competition formats are still both team and/or individual, and the events might include compass draws or shootouts, round robins, or straight tournament match play. Players might play one set, best of 3 short sets, or best of 2 sets with a 10-point match tiebreak in lieu of the third set. Competitions could last 1 full day, 2 days, generally a Saturday or Sunday on the weekend, or even longer during the weeks when there is no school. For players aged 11 and older, they will expect to play on a full-size court with a regulation optic yellow tennis ball. The formats would include best of 3 short sets and best of 2 sets with a 10-point match tiebreak, but it also might include best of 3 regulation sets. The most promising players might expect to play more than 60 matches in a year. At this age and level, players should still enjoy ample local, county, and regional opportunities, and the best players could also compete nationally and even internationally. It is ideal to include a good number of competitive doubles matches as well to assure that players hone all court skills during the heat of competition. This competitive pathway has taken us to players who are between the ages of 13 and 16. Competitions at this level are local, county, regional, national, and even international. The best players might play up to 80 matches in a year as they climb the ladder toward becoming professional players. Note that the structure of the points and the look of the competition is similar across all the age groups. It just gets faster and more powerful as the players get older and bigger. It's ideal to experience competition, and not just training, on a variety of court surfaces. A concentration on doubles should be included to refine all court skills within a competitive environment. Again, not just in practice. Top under-18 juniors can play locally, countywide, regionally, and nationally at the junior and/or senior levels, but ultimately will look to compete internationally on the ITF junior circuit. The next step would be entry-level professional tournaments leading toward the ATP and WTA professional tours, and eventually entry into the 4 Grand Slams. These are basically complete players who will play a full year-long schedule on a variety of court surfaces. The skills, tactics, ideas, playing styles, and competitive instincts honed throughout the entire competitive pathway are demonstrated at this level.